man, whew, it's kind of chilly a little bit. Well, a little cold is good for the soul, right? Got my coffee in hand. Man, I don't even know where to start, to be honest with you, but this morning I was taking a shower and a whole lot of things just hit me. And I felt the need to grab my camera and say a few things. It feels like when you get a ticket speeding. You know, you were speeding or whatever, you get a ticket, and then you tell yourself, man, I'm not going to speed anymore. Because you've gotten a few speeding tickets. You get into that mindset of, I'll never do it again. But after you take care of the ticket, you get back to the same old you. Speeding for absolutely no reason. But I'm using it as an analogy. And it could be something else for someone different. In that moment in time, you feel guilty. You feel bad. You tell yourself you're no longer going to do it. 2 or 3 months down the line, you're back to the same situation. You're speeding for absolutely no reason, right? This is what I felt like yesterday. And with a lot of things going through my head. Randy got into a wreck. My wife. She got into a wreck yesterday. And I was on the phone with her. I was working. And she was just kind of telling me what she did, what she bought for the kids. Because we were supposed to be going out of town, just kind of doing the last minute errands or whatever. Just a quick phone call. Hey, I'm heading back home. In the middle of the call, all of a sudden she was frantic. I forgot what she was saying to show that she was frantic, but I just remember it in her voice. What I do remember is all of a sudden I hear bang, commotion, and I felt I hear like a horn or something. And she tells me, I just got hit. I see smoke. I can't get out. And then the phone disconnected. Instantly, I freaked out. And I sent a quick message to my co-worker and say, hey, my wife was involved in a wreck. Gotta go. And then I'm screaming at the kids. And put on your shoes. I'm grabbing my keys. I'm getting into my app. I'm getting into Life 360. And I've told this story to a few people. But no one really knows what's going in your heart at that time when you're on the phone with someone you love and you hear what I heard. You can't help but to go to the worst. You shouldn't, but you go to the worst. You go to the worst, man. And I'm rushing out the house. I got on my Life 360 and I'm driving as fast as I can, obviously trying to be safe as well because, you know, got the kids in the car. But luckily she wasn't too far away from us. And as I'm pulling up, man, a quick sigh of relief. I see her out the car, standing, and, you know, police, the banged up vehicle. And I go to her. The most important thing, it wasn't the worst like I expected, or like not so much expected, but like I was fearful of. I couldn't imagine a world or a life without her. It made me think about people that I know have gone through this. How hard That has to be. Because for a split second, I know that thought just, there's no words to describe the feeling of thinking to myself that I was going to be without her. It made me started thinking about my situation, September 2022, when I felt grateful for making it through the aggravated robbery. Because there was a time when I didn't think I was going to make it through. When I was on the ground, tied up, I told myself, this is it. I told myself he wasn't going to let me live because I knew him. I knew his face. So at that moment, I said, you know what? This is it. Come to peace with it. You will never see your family again. The reason I'm bringing that up, or I'm saying what I'm saying, is because it made me realize that life, you know, it sounds cliche. You hear it all the time, that life is short. I think what makes it short is because we don't know, and we truly aren't guaranteed tomorrow. That's what makes it short. Because at the end of the day, life is short. But if you knew if you knew that you know, when you were born, if you knew that you were going to live till you were 85, 90, 95, you can probably argue and say, hey, life isn't short. You know, I don't know, because that's a long time. That's longevity. You know, live to 100. That's longevity. I think life becomes short because you are not guaranteed tomorrow. I've been in instances where my tomorrow wasn't guaranteed. And for a split second, for me, I realized that if my wife's tomorrow wasn't guaranteed, because thank God, but I've heard stories and you've seen instances like this where it doesn't turn out the way we would all hope and love for it to turn out. The reason that sparked something in me is because I started thinking about all the things that I've put off or that I didn't do. And, you know, for me, music is a big part of my life. I wish I started music when I was 10 years old. I wish I started when I was 11 years old. I wish my dad bought me a guitar when I was 6 years old, but that's not my story. Everything that came to me musically was something that I learned myself. I didn't start even thinking I could write a song or even sing a song till I was in very late in life. Graduated college, was already working, you know, and then I just grew up listening to country music. My fascination for country was something that I got from my dad, you know, listened to it when I was growing up. And the moral of the story here is that I had an opportunity. I lived in Nashville for almost 9 years. And this is not to say, oh, I'm living a life of regret, but I'm living a life of, man, I wish I put in the 10,000 hours. I wish, because I had something. I had a talent that I feel like I didn't hone. I didn't put in the 10,000 hours. I didn't work hard to get to the next level. New people in the industry that would invite me to things that I didn't want to go to because I wasn't confident. I didn't feel like I was where I should be, but at the same time, I wasn't putting in all the work behind the scenes to get to where I need to be. So I can feel comfortable in those environments. You know, I was doing my art. I was in a big gallery in Nashville. And I remember being invited by the curator, because when he heard my music and found out that I was actually an artist, if you will, he invited me to meet some people in the industry and to come kind of hang out and, just whatever. And that's the part where you kind of network. You start meeting people that will help your career. But Femi Ojo has always been a solo guy. And being solo is something that is just organic to me. Every song that I've written, I've sat up and wrote by myself. And I feel like I've let opportunities kind of go by because I care too much what people think. I care about people judging me. I care about someone not liking my song, or someone not liking the way I sing, or someone not liking my lyrics. That showed up in a lot of ways. I record a song, I post it on social media. I might make a post here and there. After that, that's it. Why? Again, I care too much what people think. Concerned about being judged. A simple post that might take an average person, I'm just saying average, I don't know. Let's say Randy, or my wife. It might take her 30 seconds. That same post would take me 10 minutes. I will revise it. I will think about it. I will sleep on it. I will ponder on it. I would ask her opinion on it. Why? Because I care too much about what people think. If I post this, it might not be smart enough. It might not be witty enough. The picture might not look good enough, or whatever I say might not be funny enough. So I go back to the whole, when you get a ticket, you tell yourself you're not going to speed again. But then you go back to the same old you start speeding again. When September 22nd happened to me, it made me come to the realization, or have a moment of, man, life is short. That could have been it. That was my ticket. I was going to stop speeding. I was going to stop doing the things that I was doing that prevented me from doing my music, because life is short. Look at what you just experienced, Femi. But guess what? I went back to the same old me, caring too much about what people think, caring too much about being judged, not posting, not sharing what I want to share internally. And what's funny is, I do want to share. I do have songs that I want to share with people. I do have things that I want to share with the world, and I have a place to do that. It's called social media. But yet, I will write a song and I will send it to a couple of people in my family. I would send it to my sisters. I'll let my brother hear it. It's like, you can tell I want to share. But for some reason, the platform that allows me to really share, I don't use it. I share it with a couple of people and then that's it. But what yesterday did for me was show me once again with my wife that life is in short. It's short as shit, man, because within 2 seconds, that could have been it. And whether it's the vacation that I'm like, oh, babe, we'll go one day, let's kind of do this, whatever. That would have been it. We wouldn't have gone on it. Again, my music, what I want to share, the songs that make me feel good, that I want to make other people feel good hearing. So I'm kind of saying this to say, and I'm putting myself out there, I've got to stop caring what people think and just do what I want to do. Post what I want to post. If someone don't like it, cool. If someone hates on it, cool. Because reality is, I have made posts in the past and shared songs, and I've had people talk shit in the comments about my song. In the same time, I've had people say great things about my songs. But I think sometimes I put the negativity on a pedestal, and that's what I got to stop doing, because life is short, man. Life is short. I'm to the point now where I can't really go in and I've shared this a few times, I can't really go in the studio anymore. Don't know what it is, but my vocals are gone. And another reason why I wish I put in the 10,000 hours when I was, in a sense, in my prime. You know, you can say, oh, you're still in your prime, but only I know what I know. And people will always say, why don't you go check out, go to the doctor, go here, go. I've done all that. No one knows anything. And the reality is, when I practice, when I sing, my voice is gone the next day. So I've been working on something that allows me to write my songs, but still share it. I'm not singing. Technology is here. I can actually use AI to sing my songs. So a part of me started kind of tinkering with that. And I'm loving the process. I'm loving the way things are coming out or whatever. But once again, I'm in my mind, even though I already know there are AI artists out there. There are people that, and some of them don't even write their songs. No big deal. It's good. It's great. I like it. I embrace it. I want to do the same thing because I'm sitting here thinking to myself, okay, I can no longer put my vocals on songs. I have this tool that I can use, but the typical Femi starts popping into my head because it's like, oh, well, you wrote the song. It's not your voice. How does that feel to you? Well, what if people don't like it? What if people talk shit about it? What if people say, you know, oh my God, you're an artist. How could you? How could you do that as an artist? Don't you see what AI in the industry is doing to us as artists? You know, I saw someone say, hey, if you write songs, I think it was Zenya Monet. Someone says, if you write songs, why don't you just write songs for other artists, for human beings to sing? Well, here's what they don't know, and they think it's that easy. Femi Ojo wrote songs. You think I didn't want my songs to end up in some artist's hand, that I'm hearing my songs on the radio? That I'm being given accolades for, wow, you wrote that #1 hit that, I don't know, you name your favorite artist out there that is on vocals on that song. You think I didn't want that? It's not easy, my friend. It's not easy for you to just sit there and write a song, call up the record label, the execs, and be like, hey, I got this hot song. Can you get so and so on it? No. The only reason she got even a little bit of someone talking about her is because of what she did by herself. Took her songs, put vocals on it, using the tool that we have today that didn't exist 10 years ago. When she did that, and people started liking her songs and listening to her songs, the people that were here took notice. If she didn't do that, no one would have given shit about the songs that she wrote. If she approached their record execs, the labels, no one would have given her the time of day and say, hey, oh wow, those lyrics are beautiful. Because guess what? What I'm essentially saying here is that I got to trust my process and know that I'm on the right track. I'm going to do what I feel like I need to do with OjoRebooted, with my songs that I've written, with AI on vocals. And I have to get into the mentality of life is short and don't freaking give a shit what people think. The people that don't like your songs, that say, oh, you shouldn't have AI on vocals, they are stealing it, they did this. Guess what? Fine. You don't like it. It's a free world. Don't listen to it. But at the end of the day, I'm loving this process and I'm loving what's coming of it. I've got to kill the mentality that I have, that I've had for pretty much the entirety of my life, caring way too much of what people think. And I've got songs that I've got lined up that I'm going to start releasing because it's something that I want to share. I hope, obviously, it's something that people embrace. It's something that people like. No one ever wants to release a song and people don't like it. But at the end of the day, there's always going to be two camps. And that's what I have to get through to my head. Because that's the one thing that I can tell you that is in my heart and have been in my heart for a very long time. Writing songs. The artist part, I'm not sure really that was me, because there's things that come with being an artist that organically I don't like. But I will embrace the new tool that I have at my disposal. And this is me getting that second ticket. What just happened with my wife yesterday, I don't want my kids to go back, and I want them to be able to look back and say, my dad did this. He did this, you know? And I hope you guys join me. I hope you join me on this journey. I hope you like what I'm about to do. But if you don't, it's okay. It's absolutely 1000% okay. So my handle and my branding, what I decided to do, because I don't want, the intent is not that, hey, this is Femi Ojo singing. No, this is Femi Ojo's music, in the sense that this is the lyrics that I came up with that I'm sharing with you. But I am not on vocals. There's no doubt about this project for me, because I'm going to explore and I'm going to play with multiple vocals. I don't want it to be, hey, you know, it all needs to sound alike. No, it doesn't need to sound alike. It's going to be almost like a playlist. And it's not going to be released on the Femi Ojo. It's going to be OjoRebooted. And for me, it's almost like a refresh, a restart. My name that all my original songs have been released under, which still have its originality. So Femi Ojo will always exist. However, my new push will be OjoRebooted, and I will embrace sharing it and using the platforms that is at our disposal, besides me just texting a few family and friends. So anyhow, I just kind of want to put this camera out, just get what's in here out and let everyone know. Again, if you would like to subscribe to my channel on YouTube, it's going to be on Instagram, and it's also going to be on TikTok. And one of the very first song that I will put out, and this is me kind of just using it as a way to make a statement and say, hey, this is the same song, the same lyrics, the same words reimagined with OjoRebooted. And I want you guys to see how it came to life. So you guys are going to get another 1030. Same exact lyrics, nothing changed. And you're going to be amazed at how the same words can sound so different. I'm going to have some fun songs on there as well, you know, party songs, the drinking songs. But you know me, I've always liked writing about my family. So I've got another special one called This Is Us. That's, it's about me and Randy, Catherine, Grayson. So just stay tuned. And I hope you guys enjoy this journey with me. I think it's going to be fun. I'm enjoying the process so far. I'm loving the songs. You know, it's like I'm creating the songs, but I'm also a fan of the songs, like truly a fan, because I'm listening to them over and over and over. And my kids are almost like, they'll tell me, especially Catherine, she will tell me and say, that one doesn't sound good. But then it's cool that sometimes I might be playing something, just kind of listening to it. It's in the speaker, and they're in the living room just, you know, or I've got stuff that I've uploaded on YouTube, not public yet, and they'll go in there and they'll just start listening and jamming to it. So it's going to be a fun process. once again, subscribe. OjoRebooted. It's on TikTok, Instagram, everywhere. Follow me. And guys, life is truly short, man. And I'm hoping this is no, I'm not gonna say I'm hoping. This is the last ticket. This is the last time I'm gonna say I'm gonna have a situation like this and I'm not gonna make a change. This is gonna be a change because it truly is short, man. And I don't wanna keep going through life thinking to myself that what I could have done, because I've already lived what could I have done. And this is a new beginning for me. So anyhow, you guys, cheers. Enjoy the family. Enjoy the little moments because they do count and matter. So cheers.